A couple of stories from my own state. Kari from Minnesota. My kids are ages 2 and 3, and the child care center doesn't take them when they're sick. Neither my husband nor I have paid sick days. Please pass the Healthy Family Act. I offer these stories because I think it's important to point out that the Healthy Families Act is going to help Americans all over the United States. Real people are suffering because of a lack of a paid sick days. This is in keeping with workers, the protection for workers' right to organize, Social Security, workers' compensation. This is right in line with every important and progressive step Americans have made in order to improve the quality of life for your average Americans. This is like the minimum wage. This is like workers' rights. This is like civil rights. This is like women's rights. This is what we should do at this time. It's a part of a progressive vision that we are going to work to make reality for Americans. It's part of what we do as Americans together. We share, we allow in the marketplace, you can do your own thing. You're free to come up with your idea and make your money, but certain things we do together. We defend the nation together. We defend our streets with the police together. We provide justice through our courts together. We make sure our elderly are not eating dog food through Social Security. We do this together. And this is another thing we should do together. We should come together and say that 7 days of paid sick leave a year is very modest request, particularly for low and moderate income workers, and it pays tremendous dividends down the line. Now, some people might think, oh my God, that's going to cost us a lot of money. Well, you know what? If people are that sick or in serious dire straits, they're taking the time off anyway. If somebody can come in and say, look, straight up, I got to take the day off because I'm sick and I got 7 of these days I can take, then what happens is that you have greater productivity because what? Workers are taking the time off they need to get well. What? Workers are taking their kids to get the immunizations they need. What? Workers are now actually engaging in preventative health care that means that they're not going to have to take extended periods of time off and thereby cut productivity. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, has issued important guidelines that are sound and prudent. If you get sick, stay home. If you get sick, don't go to work or school. Limit contact with other people. But how can you do this if it's going to cost you economically? If you're already close to the edge economically, what then do you do if you do not have a bill like the Healthy Families Act? I think it's important that we get such legislation.